Okay, so today we'll be going over the fetch API with GET requests. And what I have here is an array of objects. So I created this data.js file and I've created this array of objects which we will be using to demonstrate the use of fetch API. So I have exported this array using the model.exports, which we use in case we have to require it in our Node.js file. So basically, since we're basically like exporting packages, like how the Express package is exported and how we required it. Similarly, since we have exported it here, we can require it in our index.js file. So what we have to do is create a variable. I'll be calling it data. And similar to how we require express or how we require the path package, we have to require quire require the package which is being exported in this path. So we have to specify the path here since we're using an external package. And I'll be creating a path where uh, I'll be creating a path called in the slash API slash v1, and I'll be calling it data. And then we have to pass in our callback function, request, response, and then here I will be sending the array that we have stored in the data variable. So we can access this in this path. So I'll be copying this here and let's run it. So the node.mon is running and let's just go to localhost 5000 and we have to give the path here. So slash API slash v1 slash data. So here you can see the whole thing here, the whole array of objects, and we will be using this path while using the fetch API. So let's jump into it. So the main reason I use the this file is because since we're not using a database yet, we in order to access the objects, I am using this file. But later on, we'll be using MongoDB to do the same. So okay, so there's nothing in our home page, and we will be dealing with JavaScript here. Okay, so basic JavaScript. What I am doing here is I'm calling the display data function, which we have defined here. And here you can see the async, the await keywords, and we will be going over the whole asynchronous thing, the promises topics later on, since it's a little complex. But for now, I just wanted to show you how the whole fetch a default get request works. So don't worry, we'll be dealing with this later on. But so what the function does is I just selected the body tag in our homepage.html, which I have defined here. And then I use the fetch API and I passed in the link to where our array of objects is. So I just passed this inside our fetch API. So what this item value stores is the whole array of objects. And one thing that we cannot miss is that we have to convert it into a JavaScript object notation format, a JSON format, in order to access the values inside. So basically, we have to convert it into a JSON value. All right. So what I have done is I use the data variable to convert the item value to JSON. And you notice that we have used the await keyword here too. And here, what we will be, I'll uncomment this. And what we have done is taken the length of our array. So basically, I think it's about 16. Yeah, since it's item 1016. And we are using a for loop to create a div tag. And inside the div tag, inside the using the inner HTML, what we are doing is we're simply passing in the name of the I index. So basically the first, second, third, fourth. So we're just using we are using this name key and its a value to access, and we are iterating through all the objects here in our array. So, and we are appending this. So basic JavaScript. So what we should get in our home page is the name of all the objects that we have here. So let's go to our home page. And basically here you can see that we have the names. So suppose I need the ID numbers. I'll just give the ID.id and refresh it. You can see the ID.